I have never leched at anybody, ever.
Acha.
Never leched at any girl, never. I was a very shy kid since my childhood. I could hardly say I love you to anybody, any girl. I would do roles which suit my dream. I'm not here to do things to fulfill others' fantasy. And I go through my Twitter and I keep reading these tweets. Mostly they are about the corruptions, mostly about all these scams. I am Manoj Bajpayee and you are watching me on BollywoodHangama.com.
There are many hard-hitting lines, and the film is coming at, I think, a very interesting phase of India, because there is outrage in the minds of the common man right now. On a daily basis, you're hearing all these about these scams and how the aam janta in many ways is being let down, and the mehengai portion that you're coming at, the mehengai song jo aapka gana hai, it's something that people can relate to it like big time. The entire cylinder ka and the entire thing, the way it's happening right now. चले हटाने गरीबी गरीबों को हटा दिया, सरबत की तरह देश को गटका है, आम आदमी की जेब हो गई है सफाचट. Those are very interesting analogies.
महंगाई की महामारी ने हमरा गट्टा बिठा दिया, सरबत की तरह देश को गटका है गटागट, आम आदमी की जेब हो गई है सफाचट.
These are the facts. Poor kept on becoming poorer, and rich kept on becoming richer, and suddenly there's a big void now between these two classes. So there is an angst, there is an anger, and then on top of that, whoever has got an opportunity to do well or to come into power, they've never cared about the poor, any party. So the angst is very intense today in this country. I mean, I go through my Twitter and I keep reading these tweets. Mostly they are about the corruptions, mostly about all these scams. You know, mostly people are taking out their anger through Twitter and through Facebook. This is an alarming time for all the parties, the whole party system. It's in danger. The whole system is in danger because suddenly people are feeling that they have been taken for a ride since a very long time. And this is high time that they should get their due. And that is from this time, you know, a filmmaker can think of a Chakravyuh. A filmmaker can think of a Vasepur. You know, this is the time, or Chittagong for that matter, because people are relating to these things. There is a very high sense of nationalism which is running, high sense of anger running in people against the corruption, against the scam. So just imagine the people who are living in villages or forest areas, people who could hardly manage to drink a glass of water, okay, manage 2 meals in a day. You know, sometimes they have to pretend that they are full in their tummy, and it's the fact. I wouldn't say this is an interesting time for filmmakers. I would say this is the time when all of the works of most of the works by most of the sensitive directors will start coming out.
Right.
Okay, and Chakravyuh is one of them.
अरे मत भूलना कॉमरेड कि लुटेरी सरकार की पुलिस है. ये सारा नाटक हमार जमीन छीन के हमको बेदखल करने के लिए.
I think all three of the last few films that you've done, be it Vasepur, be it Chittagong, as well as Chakravyuh, somewhere you're playing a sort of rebel. That rebellion element is coming across lucidly. Are you at heart rebellious as well?
I'm rebel in a way that I have never succumbed to the given norms of the industry. Yes, it has cost me quite a lot. You know, quite many films. Cost me quite a lot of money also that I had to let go. But I'm not here to fight with anybody. I'm here to do what I want to do. Rebel is somebody who is fighting against something. I'm not fighting against something. I'm here to walk on a path which I can see very clearly. It doesn't matter if others can see it or not. I would do roles which suit, you know, my dream. I'm not here to do things to fulfill others' fantasy. I'm an actor. I have a certain dream about myself. So I'm going to just, you know, try and fulfill that dream. I don't think I'm a rebel. I'm just a man of my own mind, my own dream.
Do you have apprehensions as a team primarily that in India right now, these are like really sensitive times, and the way the freedom of expression is being curbed, small things, they tend to ignite it at times. Arakshan has seen it in the recent past. Maybe these kind of things may just crop up, that you're just maybe romanticizing Naxalism, and this may, I don't know, this can have maybe negative effects as such.
No, actually, once the film is censored, now no other institution has the right to stop the film from the release. And this ruling has come after Arakshan gotten into trouble. Ruling is by Supreme Court. So that way Chakravyuh is very, very safe. Once it is certified by the censor, then there will be no problem. Then no state can touch the film.
60 सालों ले ये लोग धोखा देते, मीठी बातें सुना के झूठे वादे करत है, थोड़की मिठाई खिला के आपका खून चूसत है.
In the recent times, I think Prakasha has got some interesting performances from you, be it Rajniti, be it Arakshan as well. What is it about him as a filmmaker that you find?
He just puts you at ease, and he makes himself available, and he's a well-read person. So whenever he's making a film, he does so much of research that you are always turning to him for any query, for any problem. And also he's a very organized director and producer. He gives you more reasons, for you to respect him and to listen to him. We get along because not only because we come from the same place, but that is a secondary thing. But we get along because he's very professional when it comes to his work, and I'm extremely professional when it comes to my work. That is where we relate to each other, and yeah, this is what we like about each other.
After watching Gangs of Wasseypur Part 1, one of my friends told me that Manoj Bajpayee makes the art of letching look so romantic. I think letching can be so romantic. It's a very unusual sort of thing. Even the way your eyes were talking and everything, even your body was talking, the way you were just reacting to, I think, Rima saying.
Right.
That had its own grammar, in fact.
One gun in my hand and the next one round my waist. If you see this young girl with a rude look on she face.
Tell us about it. That I'm sure that you must have got.
I don't know. It's one of the best compliment that you've just given it to me. For me, I have to see the character. Once I see the character, then there is no problem playing it. We just have to be sincere and honest on the set, and just stay with the role. But I have to see the character. Somehow, me and Anurag, we saw the character, collectively, and we just went on with our conviction. When I was doing it, that was the most difficult thing that you're talking about that I have done. I have never lashed at anybody, ever. Never lashed at any girl, never. I was a very shy kid since my childhood. I could hardly say I love you to anybody, any girl. Initial 3 romances that I had in my life, I didn't have to do anything. Is the girl, those very gracious girls, they started the romance.
Right.
So after that, I kind of opened up, So I never had to letch at anybody. Never. I mean, by God's grace, I have never been so filthy, so cheap and mean, which this character was. Everything that could go wrong with the character, it was there in him, and it's still, the challenge was to make him lovable.
It's still in spite of that, yeah. That's right.
I think we succeeded in doing it.
You're playing, I think, one more very interesting character in your forthcoming film. I think you wrote it, Wadala, Sabir Ibrahim. I was there, in fact, at that HT brunch cafe,
Right.
that entire thing. You came across as someone in the audience, maybe said something in a frivolous manner, and you just corrected them that maybe this is not the right way of addressing the entire thing. That is a character that is special for you, because I've read that book, from Dongri to Dubai.
I haven't read it.
And I've read it, in fact.
Yeah.
So the entire Sabir Ibrahim, the entire thing, and what happened when he was murdered, the entire thing. That's a very interesting premise. I think even the writer, the way he has written it.
I haven't read it because we were not making a biopic. I was doing a film directed by Sanjay Gupta. There is going to be immense amount of fantasism. But the incidents that he is dealing with are true. How he's shooting it, how we are performing it is different. So this is going to be a very interesting combination, that Sanjay Gupta dealing with the real situation in his own way. So he's going to make a film that he's known for. But this is going to be looking very different, sounding very different, because he's gone ahead and shot on real locations. And he's dealing with real incidents, but giving them his own Sanjay Gupta-esque touch.
Stylization.
Yeah.
We recently spoke to Vivek Oberoi, and he said that the reason he did not want to do the film was that Dawood Ibrahim is more of incidental character in the film as such. So in that context, how important is your character in the film? Like,
I would
especially
say,
after all these movies that you've had.
Vivek must be having his own reasons for not doing the film. But to say that Dawood is an incidental character in the film will be wrong, because I have been shooting with Sonu Sood, who is playing Dawood now. And believe me, this will put Sonu somewhere else, if everything goes right. Every actor has their own reason for doing a film, for not doing a film. So each to their own. I don't have any business to get into it. But Sonu is looking fantastic.